This man looks at me. He looks at me and he says, "This is a brand new car too. I barely hit you." What's up, YouTube? What is going on, gang? Y'all probably gonna be seeing me fight this bell like the whole video. The video today, if you haven't read the caption, is about this past Mercury retrograde that we went through in October. And that joint was it September and October, right? That joint was hectic. But the reason that I'm making this video is because it's really for me. I'm not gonna lie, it's really for me so I can move on, because I swear it was just like something happening back to back to back. Okay, let me just say this. For one, I pray for everybody who has went through it, is going through it, is getting through it. Life can be tough, but you know, if you still here, that means you doing what you need to do to get by, and that's important. And I say that to say, I put myself in a space where I just felt helpless, I guess, and where I felt defeated, and I just kind of like, it's been like hitting me hard. It's been really hitting me like very hard, and it shouldn't, because in reality 2021 was a very, 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 very good and amazing year for me. Like really good. Like I did the things that I always wanted to do. I worked very hard. I've been traveling, you know, I've been going on business trips, you know, started another business, just like going on like nice vacations because I can. And what happened to me in October kind of like, well, the months of September and October kind of just like put me in this space of forgetting how far I've gotten in the year, like how far I've came, you know. Like 2019, that year was a year. Like it was one of them years, you know, where it's just like, just let it be over. And then 2020 was, you know, COVID, so you know, it wasn't okay. I guess it was like a bad year to some, but you know, it wasn't like, okay, I ain't even gonna speak on 2020 just know it wasn't like a really bad year for me. Like it was just, you know, it was like, dang. Anyway, so let's get into it. We're gonna be talking about the months between August and, what month is this? And the ending of October. I just, you know, just to put out a few key points. August 2nd, I bought me a brand new car. You know, life is good, life is great. We're moving forward, you know. I'm doing big things. I had just came from, about to go on a whole business trip. Just came from a family vacation with my best friend. And, you know, like it was just looking up. Life was just looking great. So August is rolling in, get my car. Life is going, I'm working, you know, I'm doing what I need to do. I'm already planning my next trips for the rest of the year, you know. Keeping myself busy, keeping myself doing what I like because I can. And then September comes. So September comes and I'm starting to get sad. I'm starting to get really sad. I don't know why I was sad. I don't know what the problem was. But I just really felt like not motivated at all. It was kind of like a depression, but I've been through depression before, so I know what it feels like, you know? Like I know it's deeper than what I was going through. And even though what I was going through wasn't good, like it was like really sad, I knew it wasn't depression. I knew that it was just a moment in time that I needed to, you know, push myself out of, you know, that eventually good days was gonna come. But at the time, that's in the back of my mind. Like, I be thinking it, but it kind of just like get bombarded by fears, anxiety, worry, and like doubt. And I'm just like, you know, like, it was just one of them moments where I just was feeling really discouraged. And because I was feeling discouraged, I kind of let it affect my work. Well, I did let it affect my work. I wasn't going to work like I was supposed to. I was just like using all the time that I had to just like be late to work. Like, I didn't want to be there. I had no motivation to be there, even though I just got me a car. I like to go on trips, you know, I like to go out all the time. I like to do things. So it's just like one of them things where it's like, I need this, so let me stop playing with myself. You know, like, why are you doing this right now? You know, life was just, you know, busting, and now I'm just sad. I just got to a point where I just felt like I don't want to do anything else. Like, I just don't want to move. I want to be a rock. Something of that nature. You know? Like, who wants to work? You know, who wants to do this? Like, I'm just tired of working hard. I'm over it. I'm not going to lie to you. It might sound lazy, but it's facts. October comes. October 6th, to be exact. And I get off of work at 4:30 in the morning. But I usually stay until 5 o'clock in the morning. Just 30 minutes, because that's what time my friends get off. I get off at 4:30, they get off at 5. Might as well wait on them, because we be talking anyways, you know? That day, I just decided I'm going to go home at 4:30. And I will go home at 4:30 sometimes. But for the most part, I'm trying to make my money. You know, like 30 minutes not gonna really hurt anybody. But that day, I was just like, yeah, no, let me just go home now. And so that's what I tried to do. As I'm leaving my job's parking lot, I see a car behind me, but not behind me. Like, I leave the parking lot and then there's a car coming. I don't know how to explain. Like, I'm going onto the main street, and on the main street it's already a car coming, but they're like way further back. I have more than enough space to move forward, you know? And so that's what I did. And they're like all the way in the back of me, like all the way in the back. And so I passed the first light. They're not really behind me. And then I passed the second light, and they wasn't really coming in fast, but then they was coming in fast, but I wasn't paying attention. Like, I really should have been paying attention, but I wasn't paying attention. But at the same time, it wasn't too much that I could do. You know, when you at a red light and the light turns green and it's like a busy street, so when people are moving forward, they don't just like immediately go. They like slowly, you know, brake and move forward, because the person in front of them has to, you know, move forward. And so my brakes are on. I'm slowly moving up, slowly but surely. If I am, I can't like really, I really can't remember if I was fully braked or easing up. Either way it go, my foot was on the brake, you know, so you could clearly see my brake lights. Y'all, when I say I was jamming, I was trying to put myself in a good mood. I was jamming. I think I was listening to Summer Walker though. I don't know who I was listening to, but I was getting it. And all I know is boom. 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 It was just like my life flashed before my eyes, y'all. It was like, that was like the most craziest moment of my life. Like, I don't know how to, like, it wasn't like, I don't know. Like, I went into shock. Well, not necessarily shock. I went into like, once I heard a boom, once I felt the boom, I hopped out my body. Because my brain instantly went into, this is a brand new car. This is a brand new car. And I know I'm dreaming. I know somebody did not just hit my car that I just got 2 months ago. You know? Like, and so, as soon as that happened, I put my foot out the car. I opened the door, I put my foot out the car. My car wasn't even on park. I was so like ready to go. The dude that hit me He came over to the side. So this is me, dude behind me, boom. He comes over to the side and he say, hey, yo, what the is you doing? Or something along them lines. And I'm like, excuse me? Excuse me? What do you mean? You hit me. You hit me. And, what do you mean? You know? And so at that point, I'm just like, my brakes are on. My brakes are on. My brakes are on. There are people in front of me. Like y'all. It blew me because there were people still in front of me. What do you mean? And so I go nuts, y'all. He every name out the book. I promise you. Like, I literally went ballistic. So once he got onto the side of me, he tried to go in front of me, and my brain was in like, I'm finna kill everybody around me mode. So I went to the side of him, and it was somebody like coming, like that was behind him, like they was trying to get in front of me because I wasn't moving. I just got hit. I don't care what you got going on, baby. I don't care what you got going on, really though. And so I cut them off. Like they come in, I cut them off because you're not, and he's right here. And so I come on the side of him, and I'm like after I then cursed him out and he, moved forward, I say, because he tried to get away. Like, is you serious? But I took y'all, I promise y'all, I'm glad. I'm so happy with myself. Not that happy, but I'm so happy with myself because I did, like, as soon as it happened, like as soon as I felt it, I knew I got my car hit. So I was trying to suppress the anger before it really let out. So I took a picture before, like, I actually went off on him. And y'all give me my points for that. Even though the picture was blurry, give me my points. Y'all, this is what I say. I say, this is a brand new car. What the F is wrong with you? He say, y'all, this man looks at me. He looks at me and he says, this is a brand new car too. I barely hit you. What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, that was legit my reaction. Like, what do you mean you barely hit me? You hit me. You hit me. You hit me, like, and that's just that, you know. And in some cases, some people like actually stop giving you some money, some people are like, I don't know what some people would do because I've never been in this situation, but I just feel like there are good people out there that are like, help you. So he's going the opposite way of where I'm going. I'm going that way, he going this way. But I genuinely feel like he don't even live that way. Like, I don't know. I can't really tell nobody where they live, but I really feel like you don't even live that way. You're just going somewhere. And really, I'm glad I wasn't angry enough to follow him because it was in my head too. But you have to be safe out here. Don't be like me, y'all. You have to be careful of what you say to people and what you're doing. I know it was in a moment thing, but if you could be as calm as you possibly can. Be as calm as you possibly can because you don't know how crazy these people is nowadays. I was just out of my mind, and I was ready to go. Yeah. I drove onto the expressway, but to get on the shoulder because, where the light was at, there wasn't no real, like, place to, I'm making a left. So, it was nowhere for me to go but the expressway and to just be able to get on the shoulder. Because, luckily my car was still able to drive. So, I'm on the shoulder. I call my best friend. I'm going off, y'all. Like, I'm going off. I'm mad. She can't hear me, and the fact that she could not hear me and I was already mad made me even madder. Like, it genuinely, and that's my best friend. I love her so much. But at that moment, when I say I was ready to, like, who wants to fight? Who wants to fight because you can get it at this point? Like, I was just very, 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 very upset. Because keep in mind, like I said, y'all, this is a brand new car. So, you know, all that hard work, all that patience, all that time, like, that's what's going through my head. Like, and you just, in just like a second, you just find a way to ruin all of that for me. And it just like, it really blew my mind. And it just, y'all, I swear that was the maddest I ever been in my life, because y'all was yelling and screaming and bucking and yucking. One thing about it, on the shoulder of the expressway, I got out of my car, started screaming. But like I said, y'all, I was on the phone with my best friend, and she's just like, what happened? I said, Paris, somebody hit my car. She say, somebody hit my car? Like her car. I say, no, somebody hit my car, Paris. Somebody hit my car. And I'm just like, she's just like, okay, I'm gonna come. And I'm just like, like, I'm going insane or something. Like, I was just genuinely like pumped up, mad, and ready to fan the suspect. You know what I mean? Y'all, but this is like the sweetest part to me. Okay, this is the part that made my night and actually like genuinely calmed me down. Once my best friend came out, like, she just literally just like, even though it was probably like 20-15 minutes left, she just left and she just came to like get me, like come to me. And when she got there, she sat in the car with me, and we called my mom and we called the police. And you know what's crazy, y'all? Not man, I ain't gonna say that. Then my other friends came, and it was like just like a genuine and like sweet moment. Like, one car pulled up after the next, and we was like 5 cars deep. It was Tyler pulled up, then Monte pulled up, and then Nemo pulled up, and the police pulled up. But they sat with me for like a little bit just to make sure I was okay. Like, it was just like so sweet. It was just so sweet. Like, that really warmed my heart, like, to have people there for me. Oh, and I forgot to tell y'all, the car that hit me was unmarked. Like, it didn't have no car logo on it, and that really blew me. Cause where's the logo at, you know? So they had to figure out what car it was, but I think they knew. Let me tell y'all this part. I blew myself, y'all. I blew myself so bad because the officer says, but keep in mind, y'all, I was crying, screaming, yelling, angry, sad, all the emotions, like literally probably 10 minutes before the officer like came to talk to me, crying. Like, I was just upset. He gets to the window, he's talking to me. As soon as he say, so he hit you from the back, I had to hit one of these. I had to hit one of these because I was like, I laughed in this man's face and I was so upset. I'm like, dang, he not even gonna take me serious. Like, he not gonna take me serious. And Paris is in my passenger seat, so he on the passenger seat, because again, we on the shoulder of the expressway, so he was on Paris's side, and he talking to me. And as soon as he said that, I instantly turned my face. I looked at Paris, I turned my face, I looked back, I said, I giggled, I laughed, and I looked at them and I said, yeah, he hit me from the back. He hit me from the back, G. And I swear, y'all, that took me out. I'm like, dang, why would this man say this? Why would this man say this at such a serious time? But he was serious. Like, you know, he was like genuinely doing his job, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. But that had me dead. That really had me dead because I'm a little stupid. But I hope I never do that again, because that was very embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, why would I laugh at that right now? You know, like, out of all the times, right at all. So eventually like over the next month, I worked with my insurance, you know, to get my car fixed, because luckily it wasn't total, but he did mess up my car pretty bad. Well, it don't look that bad from the outside, but he did mess it up like internally, and but it was able to get fixed, and she's back to new, and she's beautiful as ever. So I'm very happy about that. And then literally like 2 days later, after that situation, me and Paris, more Paris than me, we got exposed on Snapchat. But look, it wasn't like a real expose. It was legit us just like dancing in some clothes to mindless behavior. Like, the video was definitely embarrassing. It was definitely embarrassing, but it was funny. And it was just like, whoever the person who hacked Paris Snap, they like changed all her credentials and stuff, so she couldn't even get back any. But she had another account to where she could like see what they posted, and like she showed me the video, y'all. It was so embarrassing. But it was like, it's so us. Like, people was like surprised, but at the same time, I wasn't surprised. I was surprised, but I wasn't surprised, because it's just like, me and Paris is goofy. Like, it is what it is. Like, it was what it was. But it was like funny and just like embarrassing at the same time. But you know, once again, life going on. It go on. I hope the people that was on her Snap enjoyed the show. And I know that day her Snap was busting G. I just know it. And mind you, my Snap is deactivated, so I wasn't even on there to see it. So, and I didn't want to see it, so that's why I didn't reactivate my Snap. Like, but she still showed me, but it wasn't no reason for me to get on my Snap. Just report it. That's what we kept telling everybody. That everybody texting me. It's not even my Snap. Everybody texting me. Did Paris Snap get hacked? And it did. It did. Report it and move on, because I don't know what to tell y'all. As long as my body parts weren't showing for real, it is what it is. I don't even get no more. And then my great granny passed away, and then my Paris uncle passed away, but he basically my uncle too. And it was just like, dang, you know, life really be lifing. But it took a few words of encouragement to get back into the right headspace, to realize that, you know, everything that's happening is just like, it's for a reason. Even though it's hard to tell what the reason is at the time, it's for a reason. Life happens and we move on, you know? Like, literally, if the car accident didn't happen, I wouldn't have had any time to myself because I went on a 3-week leave. They just gave me time to relax, to spend with myself, to get my life back on track, you know, like mentally. And yeah, so now I'm back at work. And you know what's crazy, y'all? And you know how I know it's God. Like, literally the day that they approved for me to come back, the day I had to go back to work, my car was supposed to be done getting fixed like 2 weeks after the day that I was supposed to come back to work. My car ended up getting finished literally the day that I had to go back to work. And it was just kind of ironic, you know? That was kind of ironic, but it was an experience. That's the end of this video. I hope it encouraged you some way, somehow, and I hope you stay blessed, you know. So I love you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Sincerely, a baddie. I'm out. Peace.